First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006, we welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. We'll get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. That's deep for Olave. Oh, the first throw of the season is intercepted. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
2nd and 7. They'll put a receiver in motion right. And the defense snuffed that one out. It goes down as a completion, but no gain on the play.
Well, you can tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go, no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. He'll drop to throw. He's got his man, right side. It's complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. They'll look to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. You have a tight end motioning left here. His drive will start on the ground. And he's going to struggle to get back to the line. Maybe a yard. The big defensive lineman, Vita Vea, on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Fires quickly. It is complete on the slant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker. Be friendly to the quarterback. And then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Bucs 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle. This one is complete. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll throw out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. The speed on display. He's in. Touchdown 6.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. The return starts from the 5. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So, first quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. More from New Orleans after this. He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch. And it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
And a good run there to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give on the ground.
The ball carried by number 29. A gain of 9 yards. And the Buccaneers first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Now, screen set up for Irving. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take.
And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Bucky Irving. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bucs will move out to a 14-7 lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 9. A quick throw. That's complete on the slant. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. They'll look to throw yet again. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down. This one intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Roman Wilson was the intended target. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Kicking time for the Bucs. They'll punt it away. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete, but pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. And for the third time in this first half, he's been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to...
And they're going to get to him and take him down, take him back to the other side of midfield.
This offense came into this drive hoping to extend their narrow lead, Mike, but instead, after first down, they find themselves in second and forever following that big sack right out of the gate.
This defense hitting their ears back, coming to get him again. New Orleans' third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. He'll let one go down the middle. And now he loses the football. And he's going to take it in for the touchdown. Whoa! Have a friend in the right spot at the right time. The fumble, not a turnover, but a TD. McLaughlin now for the extra point. And the kick is good. So what a finish to this first half as they extend the lead. All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. First and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. And he'll get about 5. A give. This is Irving. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
And that'll go for a gain of about 4, with Justin Reed up from the safety spot to make the stop. Here's second and 6. They put Wilson in motion. He's trying to get around the corner, but can't. Going to be run down behind the line. A completion, yes. A loss of yardage, yes as well. Third down and 9. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. 23 yards on that pass play. Good for a Buccaneers first down. They'll run it. It's Irving. And he'll take this down to the 28-yard line. Second down and 8. Catch made, right side by Wilson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now,
and he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Touchdown, Tampa.
You can just see the comfort, Mike, that this offense continues to play with. The early momentum in the first half has carried here after the break, and you can see this group just slowly starting to pull away.
And I'm thinking, Greg, about the guys on the other side. You're waiting at halftime, that other offense waiting to get back on the field. What happens? They come right out, extend the lead, and now the task gets a lot tougher for this second half.
Chase McLaughlin, the kickoff for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit over-eager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
That's hard. And he will score. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he won't get away. Good open field tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Second and 12 at the 28-yard line.
Now they'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
He'll try to hit him with a screen.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That is hard down the field. He's got it. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Back to the air one more time. Quick throw here is complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 11. Tight end on the move left. They'll look to throw again. Brought in by Chris Olave. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for the Saints.
They bring the tight end in motion. To the air now on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. He is in. Touchdown, New Orleans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least it'll pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the fourth quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Saints 14. Chase McLaughlin to kick off for the Buccaneers.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, what a throw. Slinging it across his body and complete. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 38-yard line.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. Well, they had a big hole to climb out of, and now it is even bigger. Greg, the defense was waiting for it, feasts on it, and they get to celebrate with a pick 6.
Well, a very fitting way for this one to come to an end here, Mike. This has been a completely dominant defensive performance. This pick 6 here in the 4th quarter ends what has been a total runaway.
Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. A return now from the 4. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Right back to the air following that pick 6. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. One of the tight ends in motion right. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier.
Only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
A gain of 9. It's 4th down.
How about this play call? And he is going to have the Saints' 1st down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
44-yard line.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
A game of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a designed run. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. 1st down picked up.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Now this looks like a design. Oh, a loose football. The Bucs have it.
And as you can see with that fumble, Mike, it really just goes back to the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball. And they talk about the points of pressure. And the biggest thing really, Mike, is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
And he'll take this up, working towards the 1st down mark. He gets 5, but is just a little short of the 1st down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They'll go again here with Irvin. Trying to drive his way forward. I think he is short, and he is. That means 4th down coming up.
You want to see linebackers play downhill, Mike, meaning there's not a lot of side-to-side pursuit. They're attacking the line of scrimmage, attacking the ball carrier. That's exactly what we saw out of this guy here. He's able to make the stop at the line of scrimmage and keep it to no gain.
That's taken in, and he's going to pick up the 1st down. He was short when he caught it, but knew exactly where he needed to get to, gets there, and keeps the drive alive.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Irvin. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. So a win here for the visiting Bucs.